My favorite memory at HP Press was me getting confirmed in my faith in God. I had like confirmation classes and stuff, and I was like learning about the Bible and like the stuff that God does for us daily and like the world He's given us. And when the day finally came to like confirm that faith, I was so happy. I was like, wow, like God is amazing. Like He's done so much. Like I feel so happy, and this is the best.
So I would say that Jesus is one of my best friends, just someone that you can talk to, is always listening, always by your side. And it's one of those things where your parents want you to go to church. And I think since then, I've developed into someone who does it for myself.
Promise of God to me is that He's never going to leave you. Like, you can't mess up enough. You can't stray away from Him far enough. But if He's always there for you when you need Him.
I have so many different songs from Genesis, saying like Jesus is this or Jesus is like the rock or, the light. It kind of coincides with my favorite Bible verse, Psalm 55:22. Cast your cares on the Lord and He will sustain you. He will never let the righteous fall. No matter what it is, I can always tell God and have full faith He'll be by my side.
My identity is in God, and I don't really need to seek other people and other things to reaffirm my identity. So I don't need to go out and do things that I wouldn't do. The only person I have to prove myself to is God, and I don't have to reach other things to affirm myself.
Definitely my grandma, just because whenever she would come to town or text me, she would talk to me about how my Bible study's going, what I can do to improve my faith, and send me Bible verses and all of that. And I think she's been really inspiring.
I'd say John Elmore comes to mind. I mean, the guy, he's charismatic, he's funny, he's good at talking, he's good at getting his point across. One of the things I've noticed is he really cares. I've been in his Bible study for getting close to 5 years now, and he shows up every Wednesday, smile on his face, happy to be there, and he truly cares about us, and he's really built a strong relationship with me and all the other guys in my Bible study.
I think when things are going really well, I thank Him even when things are going well and don't just go to Him when things are going bad. And so I think I'll just remember He got me to this point and I couldn't have done it without Him. And when things get hard or challenging or classes or rush or whatever it may be, I know that He'll always be with me and He'll take me on the right path, and whatever happens for a reason.
Yeah, I'm Brett Krause, and I lead the senior boys group. Started with them when they were in 7th grade, so been going on for 6 years with our small group. My prayer for them is that their growth continues and that they continue to have servant hearts no matter where they go.
I'm Clark. I've been leading this group of senior guys for the last 5 years. When I started with them in 8th grade, a lot of them didn't really want to ask questions about our lesson, but really as they got older, maybe as they felt more comfortable asking questions, that was really, really exciting to see that. The example that we used for these guys was, you see the disciples are constantly asking Jesus questions, and there's this hunger, this spiritual hunger that they have, wanting to know more, wanting to comprehend God's word more. We saw as these guys got older that they had this spiritual hunger of wanting to comprehend the gospel, wanting to understand God's will. So that was really exciting to see as they started to ask more questions, and that spiritual growth has been pretty consistent as each year has progressed.
Well, seniors, we are so proud of you, and we're so encouraged by how each of you have grown, which we've been a part of the past several years, and we're really grateful that we get to celebrate your graduation with you.
And our hope is that graduation isn't an ending point for your faith, but rather a launching point for you to just continue to grow even more. Our prayer for you is that you act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God. And finally, congratulations, happy graduation.